short film program.
Downloading host profile, Lisa Marie, a feature film actress who has starred in Ed Wood, Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, and the upcoming Planet of the Apes.
Tonight, from the delightful to the disturbing in the world of short film. First, have you ever wondered how and why Dr. Evil became evil? Evil Hill is a spoof of Notting Hill and the Phantom Menace, and is often referred to as Austin Powers, Episode 1. It was created and directed by Ryan Schifrin. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California, Schifrin is a graduate of the USC Film School and is a prolific writer. He has completed 7 feature-length screenplays, 2 teleplays, and a novel. Currently, Ryan is developing a script about online computer game addiction. Now, see how an unlikely romance between a Bavarian booksmith and America's #1 sex symbol leads to the creation of a power-hungry madman in Evil Hill.
From Hollywood, California, here is director Ryan Schifrin.
I think every story is as good as its villain. I think villains often drive plots, so I think it's important to have a good villain. You know, they seem almost like Hannibal Lecter's omnipotent. You know, they have no fear. They always have a plan. They have a certain charisma about them that I think everybody wishes that they had. It was a logic that came from the idea, which was we were going to do the origin of how Dr. Evil turned evil, which meant he had to be younger than he was in the Austin Powers movies. So we made that the early 60s. And Austin Powers 2 and Notting Hill were just opening, and it just kind of was the right time. So in Notting Hill, Julia Roberts plays the biggest movie star in the world. So the question is, well, who was the biggest movie star in the world in the 60s? And it was Marilyn Monroe. I think he's more human than Austin Powers. I think not only is he a villain and he's funny, I think that the fact that he's having problems with his son, you know, that he has this dysfunctional family, and he's kind of caught up in all the everyday problems that real people have, I think is what makes him identifiable. My dad's a composer. I think the most famous piece of music is the Mission Impossible theme. So I've grown up around Hollywood. You know, a lot of his friends are famous, so I didn't think anything of it. I thought everybody knows famous people growing up. It wasn't until later that I realized, oh no, that's not the way it is. When I was in 5th grade, Clint Eastwood came to my dad's birthday party, and I remember my friend and I shook his hand, and we said, oh, we're not going to wash our hands for a week. So I think I started getting starstruck at a pretty young age.
Next, a husband filled with hate has the perfect plan for revenge.
I don't trust anyone.
A deadly double cross when exposure continues.